It's such a treat to have so many friends and family here to join together for a little music, to share a little music with you this morning. We have people that have traveled near and far, all the way from across the street, and as far as Schenectady, New York. My mom is here, my mother-in-law and father-in-law are here, Dutch parents are here, and we have our rabbi joining us, and my meditation teacher from across the street, Meryl and Mataji. And we have a Talmid, some Talmidim, some friends of Tani's from school who came. Hillel came all the way from Queens, New York, over here. Wow. And Eitan and cousin Melissa, cousin Shar, and Aunt Melissa. So many people. So we're thrilled to have everybody. We're going to get started now. Tani's been playing the trumpet now for about 2 years. Is that about a year and a half? A little bit under 2 years. 2.5, 1.5. Depends who you ask. In the Jewish tradition, we have a tradition of dispute. So some say that he's been playing for 2.5, some say 1.5. And we're gonna open the show now. We've prepared a variety of melodies for you to enjoy today. Some Israeli, some Hebrew, some jazz, and some popular. I think you're gonna enjoy. Do you want a seat? Do you want a chair? There's enough seats for everybody to have a spot. And we're gonna begin now with a Hebrew melody that we sing in synagogue called Mimkomcha. Melody from synagogue from Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach, who was a very well-known rabbi and songwriter. There we go. Okay. Let's check a tuning note. Give me a C. And are we playing this one straight or with salsa? Are we playing with the groove or are we playing it straight? Just one time, okay. We're going to play a song called Esa Inai El Harim by Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach. This is one of Tani's grandpa's favorite songs. Um, the trumpet's featured in a lot of different well-known pieces of music and a variety of movies. And this one's from The Lion King. Hope that you'll enjoy it. Has anybody seen The Lion King? Yeah? Oh, wow, okay. So I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is also played at a variety of chuppahs, at Jewish wedding ceremonies as people walk down the aisle. For some reason, they request this song very often. Count us off. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the joys of life is to share music with your child, and one of my special treats is the opportunity that I have sometimes to play at weddings. And I hope that one day I'll be able to bring Tani with me in the band and play weddings together. So we're going to do a medley now composed of songs that are traditionally played at weddings. It's called the Simcha Medley. You can clap along, you can sing along, you'll probably recognize the melodies. All right, when are we starting? The higher name? And then Dubna. Also, one more note on this piece. Tani started out, he's a lefty, so he started playing the trumpet with his left hand. And his teachers tried to coach him out of it because the trumpet is really made for a righty. You would think that it's pretty similar. You could put one hand over here or one hand over here. But for some reason, if you Google left-handed trumpet players, you won't find any. I don't know why that is, but it could be that, my brother's also a lefty, and he plays the trumpet, and he had the pinky ring moved to the other side, but then he still moved over to become a righty. So I'm not sure why. One of the world's questions. But Tani learned how to play left.
How do you get it moved over to the other side?
He didn't get it moved, he got one added. So
Well, how do you get it added?
you buy an extra ring and you have it soldered on. So Tani's gonna start the melody with his left hand, then he's gonna transfer to his right hand in the middle to play one of the middle song on his right hand, and then he's gonna go back to the left. Please don't try this at home. We're professionals, we know what we're doing. You can clap along if you want, you can sing along, or you can just enjoy, or all three. This summer we had the privilege of being on a family trip in Eretz Israel, and we went to see the kever of Naomi Shemer, a very famous Israeli songwriter, and this is one of her very well-known songs. Yeah, we'll do this next. We'll do this next. Okay. We'll do some jazz. Right. Vocals first. Going to shift into do some English pop for you now, and Tani and I were once at the synagogue for a parent and child learning night, and we were schmoozing a little bit with Rabbi Greenberg, and Tani had been working on some Elvis pieces, so we asked Rabbi Greenberg, do you know who Elvis is? And Rabbi Greenberg said, "Oh, you mean Elvis Goldstein?" And went on to make a beautiful connection with Tani about how he likes all kinds of music too, and he was there, went to see the crime scene when the night that John Lennon was shot, and he was a Beatles fan, and they talked about the Beatles a little bit. One of the purposes also of this gathering is to share with our friends and family and be together for an occasion of music, but it's also our first time to invite a group of guests to our home besides a Sabbath meal or a holiday meal, but to have friends at our home to share with ourselves, with Debbie and myself and our family, how fortunate we feel to have a home in this neighborhood and in this community. And when people buy a new home, one of the traditions that they do is, one of the things they do is they have a Chanukah Rabayit. They recognize their fortune to have a home, and they thank God. And so I asked Rabbi Greenberg if he'd come say one word about one word of blessing for us in our home with our friends in our community.
That was just amazing. That was just great. I am so inspired. You should continue to sing and bring such joy to the world. You know, you mentioned Rav Shlomo Kalbach, so he was my father should live and be well, and him a Chavrusis in Lakewood. And so I spent considerable time with Rabbi Kalbach. Matter of fact, the last time I saw him was Chol Hamoed Sukkos at a concert. And he says, yes, I know, I'm going to come to White Plains this year. And unfortunately, he passed away. He was, then I thought he was old. He was a very relatively young man when he passed away. And he used to say that when you speak, you're always told, look at people. So when you sing, we sing and we close our eyes, and we don't look at each other, because when you sing and you play music, it's a communication of the soul, not the mind. And so Tani, you really touched my soul, my neshama, and everybody else is here. You keep up that beautiful, keep it up, just keep it going with, and Debbie and Rabbi Strasberg. It's always a pleasure to spend time with you guys and that you're here. So just along with the theme of today, and you're making a Chanukas Habayis, but we don't make a Chanukas Habayis simply Chanukas Habayis. Every day when we daven, we say Mizmar Shir Chanukas Habayis. We sing the song of an inauguration of the home. What was King David? What home was he talking about? So one would say maybe he meant the Beit HaMikdash, but we know that he didn't live to see the Beit HaMikdash. Right? So I venture to say he meant every Jewish home has to be, every day is a new inauguration, and you know what makes every day special? Because every day it's Mizmar and a Shir. Every day has its own song. So today you're inaugurating your house with song, Mizmar, Shir, and it should only be, today is the beginning, and every day should be a continuation, a new beginning, a new Chanukas Habayis, and it should always be, song should always emanate from this beautiful home, and from all the good things that you do, and we're very appreciative that you're part of our lives, and we should always share Mizmar, Shir, Chanukas Habayis.
Ready for an Elvis song? All right, here comes an Elvis song called Love Me Tender. One of Tani's trumpet influences is a well-known jazz artist named Louis Armstrong, and we're going to dedicate this song to him and to our beautiful day outside. This is called What a Wonderful World. play a little blues. You guys in the mood for some blues?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to turn the page or you don't need it? Can you turn the page? Or? Okay.
Sure.
All right. All right, I'll be ready to turn the page. You open yours. All right, here we go. If you close your eyes, you can imagine a whole rhythm section here with bass, drums, and piano. And enjoy. Here we go. Okay, last chair.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, we're going to do one more piece. This is our final number. And this is also a jazz tune. And my jazz influence came...
No, this isn't the last one.
Oh, what do we have to do?
Dixieland.
Oh, okay. Okay, if there's an encore. If they cheer and they want one more, they might have to go. They might have to go. We're going to do one more piece that we've been practicing as part of the recital. It's a jazz tune, and my jazz influence came from my father, who's a tuba player and a Dixieland player, and he taught me jazz at a very young age. It was a special treat, and he also gave Tani his first trumpet lesson, and he gave me my first saxophone lesson, even though he's not a saxophone player or a trumpet player. But he's a tuba player. So this we're going to dedicate this tune to my father, who couldn't make it today, and it's called Autumn Leaves, also appropriate for the season. And Tani's going to play. You want to play a solo on it too?
Yeah.
Okay, Tani's going to play the melody the first time, and then he's going to play a solo. He's going to improvise. He's going to play whatever notes come to his mind that he feels like playing. And then he'll finish up with the melody again. Okay, ready? Let me just hit the first note. This is going to be played in a funk, smooth jazz style. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. Posture. As you're enjoying schmoozing and saying hi to friends and some treats that Deb baked for everybody, we'll play some background music. What? We're about to do an encore of a song that we haven't practiced.
I know how to play it.
Okay, good.
Harmony.
Okay, let me just hear the first note. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a tips jar and a tzedakah box. Feel free to leave a tip. Feel free to give the tzedakah or both on the way out. Have some treats. Thank you everyone for coming.
Wow.